Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. Bluff Bothwell, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Bothwell again. Finding some room. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Entering play call, coach
getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
15 options,
and with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will now get its first chance with the football. He has a talented cornerback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is.
Nickel. 2 cover 1 WR1.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Entering play call, 2 to 4 low. There are 4 categories. You have 18 up. Left X to man.
And now on second down for this offense. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To the air, it's Daniels. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
2 to 4 low. 2 cover 6. Left X to man.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Got it behind the line. It's Riles. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There was just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback.
Outside zone.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Running right, it's Bothwell. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Taylor wants to throw it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, makes a grab and room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Complete. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lopez. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Entering play call. 3, 2 to 5, over, Tampa View.
And the Noles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. I send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers.
3 to 4.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Rides it and reads it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Using the quick game. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The option, he'll keep it.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if some...
Here's a little room there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Let's swing. Shot Y wheel.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got it. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Grabbed behind the line. It's Evans. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They'll give it to Fluff. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality. They're running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Riles. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Cover 4 Pons.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Gets it to him on the screen. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Rice with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Starkville. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Screen, you have 5 options.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Now they'll run it to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Got his man down the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Red pass, it's complete. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside.
Personnel, Michael 0.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Entering play call.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They'll try to convert from the Wildcat.
Yes.
Snap to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got him. Could not make his way to the corner. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
Options, selected.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Entering play type, parallel,
and the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a gift to Bothwell. Tripped up for the tackle.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to...
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
Entering play call. Entering pause screen. Challenge play is selected.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Entering play call.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
HD stretch.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Handoff, left Bothwell. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Coach suggestions.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Options. Punt is selected.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds.
3, nickel. 2, 1 double up. Cover 2 man. Left X 2 man.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Daniels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up.
Nickel, 3, cover 9, show 2. Left on 2 man.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Left X 2 man.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Entering play call, 3, wide jack. There are 4 categories. You have 18 up. Left X 2 man.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the left.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Got a man. It's Evans. All down. Liddell moves the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Entering play call. Play type. Concept. Counter STR.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll run the counter, finding an escape route.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Slant, RPO, inside, flood, drive, jet reverse, drive, RPO, drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Drive wheel.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. He's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Entering paused screen, you have 5 options.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Yes.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Noles will punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes a catch. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play up.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Entering play. Nickel. 2 to 4. 2 to cover 3 match.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Entering play call. Coach. Entering. Celeb. Coaching. Pause. You have 6 options. Injury report is selected. Entering. Injury report screen. 1 row 4 columns. Left filter Mississippi State. Right filter all player name. No injured players. Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
Entering play
That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
Drive right corner.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Favorites. Jet reverse drive.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Works the middle. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Bothwell. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
On first down, it's Bothwell again. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Taylor wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Entering play call. Play type. There are 12 categories. You have 5 options.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the give to Bothwell. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Entering play call, draft, concept, formation, special team, field goal. There are 6 categories.
So now on comes the field goal unit. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No need to look right or left. Just kick it right down the middle for the game. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering post-game screen, you have 3 stats. Entering stats screen, team, player stats, team MSST. Rushing. Receiving. Team MSST. Team MSST. Team MSST. Kicking. Defensive. Tackles for loss 2. QB sacks 0.0. QB sacks 1.0. QB sacks 1. QB interception 0. And return to HUD.